Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is Clohen's cemetery, and you'll notice just up there we have several vaults or mausoleums, but I have a story to tell and I want to show you something first and take note of the date or the year. And it's from Clare County Council, and it says the Burial Ground Bylaws 2015. County Clare are in operation in this burial ground since the 4th of January 2016. Now the reason I'm showing you that is because of this story. Now this story I seen in a newspaper, and the newspaper in 2013 had a heading like this: Council give man 90 years old 3 weeks to restore family vault that he painted yellow. And I think there was what would you say, somebody had said that it was like bureaucracy gone mad. Now the story is that the man, and his name was actually a Mr. PJ Curtin, he was ordered to repaint his vault, and if he didn't repaint it or restore it, they were going to charge him any costs incurred by the local authority. Now this man had painted his little cottage, and with the leftover paint he decided to paint his own family vault. Now the colour was a yellow. The council insisted that the burial grounds are a recorded monument, and such work must be kept in keeping with the surrounding vaults and the burial plots. And they gave Mr. Curtin 21 days to restore his own family vault, and his own family were buried there. Now, as I said, this was 2013 and he was 90. So that's, 11 years ago. So we are going to go up towards what I think is actually the burial vault. So you do notice these burial vaults in Clare. A lot of them are like this. Some are whitewashed. Some are just the stone colour. Let's have a look at this one. This is erected by Timothy Cahill. Can't see. 1860 is the date. Aged 50 it looks like. His beloved, unsure what that says there.
Daughter, is it?
I'm not sure. Really can't see it very well. She died September anyway. I'd say it's 1860.
What's this here? 100 and more, is it?
For her and her posterity, I think it says. And then actually just look at the door itself, that big handle. And we've seen quite a few of these. This one, just for instance, it's fallen apart. You can see the roof. I'm going to bring you around to the other side. And I'll explain why this story really peed me off. Up there, you can see we have problems. But yet this man was restoring his vault by painting it. And you and I know that we visit a lot of places where the vaults have been robbed, vandalised. Our roads are in bits. They're all just gravestones everywhere.
Used as a store.
Used as a store. We've several videos where they have taken beautiful mausoleums and used them for storage. For one place, beer bottles, another lawnmowers, strimmers, all of these things. But yet they come and tell him, you've 21 days to paint your vault, your own vault, stone colour like this or like this, but you are not allowed to paint it yellow. Now I know he stood his ground, and I'm really interested in seeing if it has remained that colour or they made him turn it back. This is the Kelly family. We see 1944, 1974 and right up to 2007. And that was Susan Kelly, sister of ML, which will be probably one of the people that are buried here. These are the doors. This one is slightly different. We don't see a handle, but it does look like it has like these big old nails to hold it shut. Lovely cross up on top. I mean, in fairness, the area does look reasonably well kept. They seem to have been cutting the grass and whatever. So this beautiful vault then as well, this old stone, and we have seen homes, new homes with the very same stone that are in these vaults, and it is actually beautiful to see them. Another fantastic vault here. And look above this now, this is interesting. We have, are they griffins? Are they lions? But we have like a castle here.
That's a lion, isn't it?
I think they're lions, but I'm just looking at their tail as more like a, I don't know, serpent looking. Beautiful designs. It says this monument was erected by James O'Kelly for him and his posterity in memory of his eldest son, John O'Kelly, who departed this life on the 20th of February 1836, aged just 18, on the 10th of June following. That's, did I read that right?
Yeah, 10th of June following.
Who departed this life on the 20th of February 1836, aged 18 years on, oh, so what they're saying is he would have been 18 on the 10th of June following. And then it says, may the Lord rest in peace. This one, I think these little holes are actually where the handles would normally be. Do you know the big wrought iron handles we see? So that's obviously has lost that, but they just pulled those out with some force, I'd imagine. But I love this. Up above we have more inscriptions there for Kellys. I do see a Belinda, I think it is, Kelly, who died young. So obviously all those people there and the son, John, are in here. But beautiful stonework. Now, the only unfortunate thing about this is the roof is starting to fail somewhat. So I'd imagine in there is plenty of damp and possibly water. You can just see the way they are constructed. So there's lots and lots of stones under these massive stone slabs. I think he definitely won. What do you think?
Yeah,
Now,
it was never changed.
I hope and pray that this man is still alive and well. The funny thing is, he was Curtin. PJ Curtin. This is not his surname in here. So now I'm starting to question. But it is the only yellow one here. So maybe this was, I can't remember the relationship. Was it his aunt was buried here or something? Wasn't it his aunt, I think?
His aunt, yeah.
I think it was his aunt. So I wouldn't worry too much about the name being slightly different. Now, unfortunately to me...
Or aunt.
His aunt, yeah. Unfortunately to me, that door does look like it's actually does look like it's been split in half, doesn't it? Just here. And I don't know whether or who would have even... I'm just going to give you a look, right? Because look at that. That is yellow. There is no other tomb or vault here. That is yellow. So let's go that this is his. I'm just going to see if we can see inside. Oh yeah, we can. So to me, they are all coffins there, aren't they?
bones there.
Is it? I'm not sure. I mean, the coffin itself, this one at least, is right here. And that doesn't surprise me because a lot of these vaults, they are literally, oh wow, look at in there. Now, unfortunately, it'll just, yeah, just hold that torch there for 1 sec. There is bones in here. So there hasn't been any new interment, possibly because there is no way you would get another coffin in here. But on top, what I'm looking at actually, where you can see the bones, that is a whole coffin. All right to the end there. That is the whole coffin. And so what you're seeing there, unfortunately, is the remains of somebody and then another coffin then to the left, and possibly it's probably 3, 4. That one there actually is just the lid of the coffin. You can see the handle. But I definitely believe that this is the tomb in question. Now let's just take a look. Here lie the remains of...
I think there's clothes in there as well.
I'll have a look now in a second. Here lie the remains of Anne Welsh. Also her brother Kelly. John Welsh as well. You know, 50 years. I'm trying to find a date. Oh, there's a date here, 1848. But tell me that's not yellow. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see some of them. This is 10 plus years ago. So this is definitely the vault in question. So where did you say you seen it?
Over there, I think. Just there.
Oh, the red, is it?
The red.
Oh, you could be right, actually. Just there. Yeah. It is.
Do you know what it
That's
looks
the
like?
rib cage.
Do you see where the red is?
Yeah.
It actually looks like a tie someone would wear on them
Here, the red.
when they were buried.
But that is the whole rib cage.
Is it like a tie that they were buried
And then
with?
we have, if you move the torch just to your left, there, that is the, what I would think is the leg bones that we've seen. And then down there is unfortunately somebody's, yeah, it is definitely a full skeleton there.
Because it's the rib cage. That's why I'm thinking like it's a tie, like you'd have on it with a suit.
You could be right. So that is the vault, I believe. I'm afraid to touch it in case I break it anymore, but look at, that's the way it remains. And that is definitely the yellow vault. I just wonder, and I hope the man is still alive and well, but if he hasn't, that place is too packed for him to go into, because you see the coffin is right at the gate. And I've looked at Find a Grave and I can't seem to find him. But there is a beautiful tombstone just here, and it is the crucifixion scene, keys, an arrow, the coins, 30 pieces of silver. Probably can't see it there. It's too hard to see it, unfortunately. I don't even see a date for this one. Erected by, looks like Michael Healy. I think it's 1873, just on that one. So there is a beautiful vault, yellow in colour. Another crucifixion scene here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of lichen on it So it's quite a big cemetery in the sense that there's not very many headstones in it, but a lot of them are these flat grave stones, which seems to be very popular here in Clare. So Clare, for anybody just watching, is the west of Ireland. We have a lovely chest tomb here, made out of the same sort of stone that we've been seeing a lot of. And it's really nicely done. It seems to have had some sort of repair done to it. Doesn't seem to be any inscription on it at all. Now just there we have a beautiful Celtic cross, and it's for Patrick Killeen. He died August 1967, and his wife is here as well, 1985, and it's wrote here. But I wonder, have they put a new plaque up and they're going to write the inscription there? Or maybe they have a bigger plot underneath and they will fit more family members in there. We've another vault here, and I absolutely love these. This one is slightly different as it has a red brick roof to it, but you can see the grass is growing through it, and that happens a lot here. And this one is for, if you can read anything, erected by, it looks like Mary Curran, and I think it's for her beloved husband Patrick, 1869 there, and he was 65. Rest in peace. Once again, these beautiful stones that are put together almost like a jigsaw. You can see different sizes to them. So just to give you a closer look before we head on, we have been blessed, even though it's a murky day and we have a bit of drizzle. What do you reckon, guys? Is that the yellow vault in question? And the reason why I showed you that notice at the start was it looks like they have brought in a new law stating, you know, about restoration, let's call it, of these vaults. But yet they won't help restore something like that. Maybe there is no family, or maybe they just can't afford it, because I can imagine the cost would be huge. Now, what I would love to do is, if it's a case that has passed, that we'd find his grave. But I have looked on Find a Grave, he's not there. So maybe the man is still living, and I hope he is. We have another crucifixion scene here. Angel blowing a trumpet. Our Lord on the cross. Very hard for ye to see. The stones are quite wet. So there you go, guys. And as I said, we have found some of these mausoleums that have been desecrated, broke into, grave robbed, and we don't hear the council say, oh, we need to fix that, or we need to fix the road, you know, because it just doesn't make sense that they would treat an elderly man in his 90th year of his life, treat him so bad by demanding him to sort out his vault after he took the time and the effort to paint it. Anyway, guys, it is starting to rain once again. We are on to the next graveyard tour of Clare. So guys, for now, take care. God bless. And I shall talk to you all again soon.